3, 4. If you need anything, call me.
Yeah, so sweet. Yeah, the traffic lights I picked up for 50 cents a piece at a ham fest. They got their own power supplies in and everything. I think those are on number 2. Yeah, and I've got a separate sunshine lights on the bottom. It's tough to see everything in the daylight.
Can I take your card?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
I'm one of these guys, you know, my dog has a website, so I might as well do it for my sausage.
So how long have you been doing it? I'm recording here. Is that okay? Or,
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
Well, this one started out as a paintball tank 6 years ago. It has a full turn on it. We were doing a scenario game of Risk, and I played the aliens. I have a full motion turret that goes on it with a paintball minigun and a Nerf cannon, and we play against other like-minded scenario players.
Great.
And I like the shape of it too. So I added the wings.
Come up in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah. So how long did this take you? I'm sorry?
Oh, it's not finished.
It's not finished. So how long have you been working on it, you said?
I started about 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. Great. And you from here in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Right on, right on. What part?
Oh, I live up near the Lake Lanier in Cumming.
Oh, okay. Right on, right on.
It's a
Well,
short
cool.
drive.
Well, maybe we'll see this flying around up there sometime, huh?
Yeah, it's a little windy today to take it out.
Yeah, you don't want to go for a flight just
But
yet.
it actually drives and runs, so.
Wow.
I'm Mike Jeffries. I live in Norcross, Georgia. I'm with Near Chaos Robotics in the Atlanta Robot Fight Club.
Cool. Well, so you got a chainsaw situation going on there. What are you making all your stuff out of?
So just a pretty wide range of stuff. The chainsaw robot, I couldn't actually get the kind of chain I wanted, so it's number 40 roller chain with custom cut teeth welded in place. So basically a handmade electric chainsaw.
Nice. Wow. And what's the purpose here?
For most of the events, it's more put on a show about destruction, of course.
Yeah.
But with the robots I design, I try to make sure that they're going to put on at least some sort of spectacle of what they do. We've got robots with high-speed spinning weapons. We've got the chainsaw. We've got a circular saw. One of them's got a crusher. It's also going to be getting a 3-horsepower electric axe.
Oh yeah. Wow. Cool. Well, look forward to seeing some of it. For sure. How can people get in touch with you?
So there's a couple of ways. Easiest is going to be through my website, nearchaos.net.
All right. Cool. Thanks a lot.
Then we're also the Atlanta Robot Fight Club on Facebook.
Okay. Excellent, man. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
You see these two yellows right here?
No, there's a green one. Could have been wrapped in. These are beautiful.
Custom built to the customer specification.
Oh, okay. We do an interview here?
Absolutely.
All right. So where are you from?
We're located in Decatur, about a mile away in East Decatur Station, right off College.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you use some local makerspace or anything like that around here?
We have a storefront.
Oh, okay. Excellent. How long have you been doing this?
Just 2 days ago was our 1 year anniversary.
Wow.
And we opened up that storefront, but we've been repairing things out of our houses, for years.
Right. You've been working with a lot of local musicians.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're getting a lot of local talent coming in.
Awesome.
Touring acts come with broken stuff. We're trying to turn it around real quick for them. Things like that. We really try and serve the artists.
Okay.
Yeah, so I made I call it the pixel bass because I played it and it sounded kind of like a old school video game. It's an Arduino microcontroller, 4 arcade buttons, and a 20-inch touch strip. And plugged it in and tried to play it, realized it really sounded like a video game, so it was like pixel bass. That sounds like a great name. And I took it in, a student at SCAD Atlanta. I'm a sculpture major. I took a technology and sculpture class. It's my professor, Mr. Steve Jarvis, who taught the class. I learned a lot on how to interface my sculpture work with technology and really make some really cool stuff. So,
nice.
yeah.
What's your name?
Travis Cook.
How can people find you?
You can go to my website, which is redlinetoyco.com. That's redlinetoyco.com. And I do a lot of like toy design stuff and like statue sculpture, but made this and liked it enough that I'm gonna try to make another even better one that works more often. But yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Somebody finding a hidden key under the door had to let themselves in. Everything is based on your phone now. You want to bring the door to a digital use. So let's say I have like a temporary key for my door. I type in that key, I give it to him and say, hey, if you type in Bob during the hours of like 3 and 4 when you're supposed to be coming over, the door will let you in automatically.
Controlled by hand.
We also have a blanket that turns on and off, a heating blanket, depending on what temperature it is outside. So let's say you went to sleep, it's a nice toasty like 70 degrees, and then Georgia weather happens, and it drops to like 30 overnight. You don't want to heat your whole house. Maybe expecting it'll be really cold for the night. You want to just be able to put on a blanket, have that read from weather.com what's happening outside, and warm you up, or like turn off the heating, depending on how the temperature's behaving outside. And then my personal baby right here. This is a glove that interprets sign language. So there was a hackathon about 2 weeks ago at Georgia Tech. I built this in 36 hours, along with a buddy of mine from high school and 2 other people. I got 20 minutes of sleep. It was so rough.
Did you make it from plans? Did you make it from plans?
No.
Oh,
So the hardware we're supposed to be using, that was supposed to be provided at the hackathon, got shipped to Texas. So this was like an ad hoc design. Oh
Interpret
crap!
sign language.
Everything we're supposed to use isn't here. What are we gonna do? Yeah. So it does the alphabet. We couldn't do the full like gesture motion because we didn't have an accelerometer. We got lucky that I happened to have 5 flex sensors with me that day. We built this glove, started it together. It uses Intel's Bluetooth device. Right now there are no drivers for it because Qualcomm made the drivers. They don't want to release them to Intel. Some legal stuff is going on, but eventually they're going to work. And we built an iPhone app that pulls all the data that I'm outputting from this, one character at a time, builds a string of characters, and then I can click call somebody, type in their phone number, and they will hear on the line whatever I'm saying in sign language. So it's a way for somebody that previously couldn't communicate with somebody else without an interpreter or without a TTY machine that hasn't been updated in like 30 years, to bring the personal factor back to people. They have this language barrier of sorts where it's not like they can't talk or they can't communicate because they have sign language, but nobody else can know what they're saying if they don't also happen to know sign language. It's one of those big language barriers. And it's very, I think it's kind of a little unpersonal when you have somebody else doing the talking for you. And I don't know, one of the guys that made this with me had a best friend when he was really young. He could only speak sign language and my buddy couldn't, but they played together all the time. So as kids, it's really easy to get over that language barrier because play is kind of how kids communicate. But as you get older, if you want to say stuff to him, he just couldn't. So we built this device to kind of fix that, to give communication, keep a voice back to them.
That's great.
So if you Google us, signplusplus.com, we're entering in the Georgia Tech Adventure Prize, and we want to make a company with this because it's applicable. Not only can you do sign language, but you can do any gesture-based stuff. So let's say there's a traffic cop. The third leading killer of cops in the country is somebody running them over when they're trying to direct traffic because they just don't see them. But if you had a traffic cop standing on the side, they could be controlling all the lights, like, all right, stop on this side, go on that side. Have it communicating with all the traffic lights, have them changing automatically based on what he's saying. And that way he's out of harm's way and traffic gets a little more stable.
Mickey Mouse the world with that.
Pretty much. The opportunities are endless. Google us, signplusplus.com. Help us out. We just started.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, this is just live data coming from our flight computer, and this is the camera stream that this camera down here has.
Sharing their table.
Well, our structures guys, they made this 3D model, this model that's on the shirt. They made this model in about 2 months. That's the design of this entire frame. And then we 3D printed and CNC'd all the parts to it in 1 week and fabricated it. And so once the model's done, we fabricate the whole thing in about 1 week. And then, but the whole time the software guys are building the software that goes on this, and then we throw it on right when everything's done. So
it pretty much takes a lot of man hours to do this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we have computer scientists, mechanical engineers, EE guys, everybody that comes together and works on this and works on separate parts.
That's incredible.
You guys spend a hell out of it.
What's your names?
I'm Brandon. That's Hassan. I'm the head of the control systems group for the air robotics team. And so me and him, we make all the software that controls this thing. So we make artificial intelligence in that we make a vehicle that has sensors, so it has a barometer, approximate altitude, it has cameras so it can see things, and then we make the aircraft respond to its environment.
Cool. What's it made out of?
Well, this is all 3D printed ABS plastic.
Okay.
In here, this is G10 carbon fiber, and we CNC those parts in there.
Get them to where we can't see them.
And then these are carbon fiber rods.
So when you said we're really close to Dobbins Air Force Base.
I mean, do you have a control system?
Well,
you can fly with controllers. So our receiver, which is right here, can connect to a 2.4 gigahertz transmitter. You can fly it with that. Or we have this computer right there, which is the same chipset from a Galaxy S3. It's called an Odroid U2. And we're running Linux on there, and we write our own code that goes on that computer. And it controls the flight computer and gives it high-level mission.
So you can control it from your phone?
Yeah, well, you can't control it from your phone. Or you possibly could, but we haven't done that. But mainly we write code that just takes in sensors and then it reacts to its environment.
And he's making the camera go around with his phone?
Yeah, this is just a basic color tracking algorithm that's isolated. Well, actually, this is about 10 lines of code.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the color tracking, we use the open source computer vision library that anybody can use, and it's all free. It's just isolating these pixel colors and then tracking where they are on the screen. And then we move these servos based on where those pixels are.
Do you import any modules?
So we're going to use that.
Yeah.
10 lines of code?